last video which I uploaded on this channel was 10 months ago, and I have not uploaded any videos after that, not because of the virus or the situation outside, but only because of me. I was making excuses in place of making an effort. I was thinking about getting the perfect camera, the perfect vlogging setup, and whatnot. And 10 months down the line, I still do not have the perfect camera or the equipment. But I was watching a video on YouTube a few days ago, and it said if you have a good story, you do not need the perfect camera or the perfect equipment. Even your smartphone is capable of taking good videos and telling a story. So I have decided कि अब से irregular videos will be uploaded on this channel, and आपके लिए देखना ज़रूरी नहीं है, पर फ्री है, इंटरनेट पे है, देख सकते हो. As you can see from the title of this video, I have picked up a new motorcycle, and motorcycle की बात तो कमरे के अंदर नहीं कर सकते, so let's go outside and check it out.
Okay, so this might come as a surprise to a few of my friends, because my friends know that I do not like Bajaj motorcycles, and I have picked up a Bajaj Dominar 400. Now let me explain why. You see, the GT has become old. I have done 40,000 kilometers on it. It's been almost 5 years, and even though I don't want to agree to it, but even I am getting old, so it's time for me to hop onto something which is more comfortable, which can take more longer distances, if you say. And I was looking for a new motorcycle to buy. There were a few options which I had in mind. So basically there were 3 motorcycles which I was planning to consider for buying as my next motorcycle. They were the Royal Enfield Himalayan, the BS6 one, the Bajaj Dominar 400, and the KTM 390 Adventure. Now the Himalayan and the Dominar were almost in my budget, and I wanted to go for these, but if the 390 Adventure would have come with spoked wheels and a little more of the adventure written on it, I would have picked that motorcycle up. And that is my friend recording me. I asked him to help me out take some shots. Yeah, so back to the story, and so this is what happened. Before this lockdown started in the month of February, I got a call from a friend who works in a Bajaj showroom, and he said, you know what, because of the BS6 norms and all, now this BS4 motorcycle, which was a display piece in their showroom, is for sale, and it came at a massive discounted price. And he asked me if I would want to pick this one. Now I thought of actually picking up the latest Dominar, but considering the huge price difference which I got, I decided, why not, let's save some money. I know there's not going to be much difference between the newer Dominar and this old Dominar. So this is a 2018 Dominar, the second generation, I guess, and this is registered in 2020. So it had not done any kilometers on the dial. I have ridden 6,000 kilometers on it, and well, that's how I bought this Dominar. So far this bike has been good. Yes, there are a few issues on the motorcycle which are plainly why I hate Bajaj, but we'll come to that maybe after some time. So we stopped here at this place called the Muttakkadu Boat House. It's a beautiful place. It feels so good to be back on the road after I don't know, such a long time. So I don't intend to make this video with the plans of making a review video of the Dominar 400, because it doesn't make sense to make the video of a 2018 Dominar in 2020, and also because I own a Continental GT, so you can obviously tell that my choice of motorcycle does not depend on practicality or comfort or any other things. It is just purely based on I took a stupid decision. So I would not suggest you watch this video as a I do not suggest you watch this video as a review of the Dominar 400, but I don't know, just for fun maybe. And so this is the motorcycle I'm going to use for whoa. Look at the size of the horns on that thing. Okay, so this is the motorcycle I'll be using for my trips after this, and the GT is well, the plans for the GT will show up in the next videos. I don't want to say anything in this one. Okay, talking about the negative points of this motorcycle. The first thing which I don't like about this motorcycle.
So the first thing which I don't like about this motorcycle is the gearbox. You have to actually listen to it to understand how I feel. So that noise is not a sound of a proper gearbox. Every time I shift it to first gear, it feels like the motorcycle is the gearbox is gonna break apart or fall down. Royal Enfield makes a better gearbox than Bajaj. I don't know what you're doing, Bajaj. It's really bad.
The second thing which I don't like about this motorcycle are the vibrations. Now I know I should not be complaining about vibrations coming from Royal Enfield, but there are quite a few vibrations which I can feel along the 4,000 to 5,000 RPM rev range, and it starts getting annoying after some time. Yeah, I know Bajaj made an anti-vibration kit for the older model Dominar, and they said it was a free replacement by the showroom, but whenever you go to the showroom they are like, we do not have it in supply, or the things never came. So I don't know, Bajaj, what you have done. You have made the product and you have not sent it to your distributors, so work on it. The third thing which I do not like about this motorcycle, and you may not think of this as a disadvantage, but when you look down your motorcycle you see this is a huge tank. The only thing you can see below you is the huge tank, and this has a 12-liter tank, and the fuel economy is around 25 to 27, which gives you a range of around 300 kilometers. Now I know Bajaj, you were selling this motorcycle as a touring motorcycle, and you have this much area covered in plastics. You could have given a few more liters as tank capacity, right? When you make a touring motorcycle, the first, at least the top three priorities, one of them is fuel tank capacity, so that we can cover the extra mile. A 300 kilometer range on this motorcycle, I don't think so that's a you know, a good number, but this might not be a disadvantage to you, but for me certainly it is. Now the things which I like about this motorcycle, one is the, you know, speed and performance. It is really good. 120, 130 cruising is quite comfortable. The bike is steady because of the weight. And the second point which I would say is the comfort on this motorcycle is good. Finally I can, you know, cover more distance, because my older vehicle, the GT, had a, you know, very small seat, so it was difficult for me to cover more distance on it. But this one I don't think so. I can, like, but on this one I can cover a lot of kilometers without getting tired. I hope so. I have not done any long kilometers as of now, and I'm planning to do some, I think, by next month or next year, January. The scooty is not faster, I'm driving slow. Hello. The third most impressive thing which I like about this motorcycle are the braking. Wow, beautiful view over there. I'm driving on the East Coast Road. This is one of the most beautiful places, beautiful stretch of road you can get in exiting Chennai. This goes all the way to Pondicherry, and after that, obviously. The third thing which I love about this motorcycle is the braking. It is beautiful. The bike stops really well. I do not have much complaints. The ABS works really well. So kudos to Bajaj for nailing that at least properly. I need to take the next turn because it's too much of distance covered. So when I told my father that I have picked up a new motorcycle, he was a bit disappointed. He was going on and on about how I'm wasting my money on motorcycles and vehicles and not saving any. He said I should have put the money in a savings account. That would have been the smarter decision. And I agree. But what my father doesn't know, when you drop down a gear, no savings account can do this. 90, 99, 100, 108, 111, 15, 119, 123, 25, 127, 130, 132, 138, 140, 141, 143, okay, 144, and we are slowing down. So there you go, Dad. No savings account in the world can do that. Now kids, if you're someone watching who is below 21, I am not giving good advice, so please don't listen to me. Okay, so the sun has come out and it's getting hot, so it's I think time to go home. So what we will do is hyperlapse our way home.